and well-being. Therefore, we must adopt a cautious approach as we gradually open up and progressively roll back the measures. I hope we can learn from each other and cooperate with one another as we fight the pandemic. This is a challenge that no country can succeed on its own. The COVID-19 resolution sends a strong signal to the world that global solidarity is needed to win this war against the virus. Singapore is a co-sponsor of this important resolution. Even as we focus on the immediate challenge of COVID-19, we must not lose sight of the sustainable development goals that ensure that we leave no one behind. We must continue to support the public health efforts and address these health priorities identified in the SDGs alongside our COVID-19 response plans. Singapore fully agrees with the Director General on this. Now is the time for our unity and cooperation. Singapore greatly appreciates the leadership and the expertise of the WHO under Dr. Tedros. We affirm our solidarity with the WHO, our local states, and the global community in the fight against COVID-19 and in paving the way forward as we begin to plan for recovery from the pandemic. Thank you.
I would call on the next 4 countries to deliver their statements: Denmark, United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Argentina, and the Philippines. You have the floor, Denmark.
Dear Director General, Denmark supports the statement made by Croatia on behalf of the EU and its member states. We are exploring unknown territory in our mutual fight against an invisible enemy. And I would like to thank the WHO and its staff for the tireless efforts in guiding and assisting countries throughout this global crisis. We need you now more than ever. We can only beat the pandemic if we act together in international solidarity and with the UN system in a coordinating leading role. We need to learn from this crisis, and I welcome an independent evaluation with the aim of strengthening global response in the future. For now, we must focus our energy on getting through the crisis, on taking the necessary precautions, on developing and producing vaccines, diagnostics, and treatment accessible to all. COVID-19 has demonstrated the catastrophic potential of communicable diseases and the importance of the availability of effective medicines. In this regard, the crisis also highlights the importance of our effort in relation to AMR. Denmark stands ready to contribute to support the development of concrete One Health solutions. A pandemic also has severe impact on access to health services, including sexual and reproductive health and rights. Evidence shows that during crisis there is an increase in maternal and child deaths, sexual and gender-based violence, and a decrease in family planning services. So let us use this unique situation to accelerate.
Assembly is so important because coronavirus does not care about nation states. It is a shared challenge, and we can only defeat this invisible killer through a collective response. And if we work together to fight this common threat, I'd like to thank health and care workers across the world for the important work they're doing on the front line, and to thank the World Health Organization and Dr. Tedros for your work. It is so important that all relevant administrations are included in this forum, so discussions on global health security benefit from their valuable experience and expertise. Of course, as with any emergency, there will be lessons to learn from coronavirus, not only for the World Health Organization, but for the wider international system and for all member states. And so we support the need for a review of the global response at the appropriate point. And we must all remain focused on the fight against the virus. And of course, a vaccine will be our best weapon in this fight. I'm proud that the UK is leading this work, that we're the biggest donor to the global effort to find a vaccine, and that UK research efforts are leading the way. To build on this, the UK will be hosting a global vaccine summit on 4th of June. This will be an important event. Not only do we want to boost efforts to develop a coronavirus vaccine, But we also want to raise the funds so Gavi can immunize
The Philippines. Argentina, you have the floor.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much indeed. As our president, Alberto Fernandez, has said, nobody will get out of this alone. And we are very aware of the socio-economic damage that is affecting the whole world. And that's why we need to work together with an integrated approach.